All right, so you want to get into some juicy shit.
Let's fucking do it.
We're going to dig into Charli XCX's Charli album.
Oh, yeah. Charli.
Not just some, like, fluff pop record. This is her third studio album.
Uh-huh.
And it dropped back in 2019.
Came out swinging.
Yeah, like a bomb.
It is a sonic clusterfuck in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It's experimental, bold, and like packed with collabs.
So many collabs.
How it'll make your head spin.
I mean, Lizzo,
Hozo.
Haim, Troye Sivan, Christine, and the Queens.
Oh, the heavy hitters.
Yeah, all the avant-garde pop royalty all in one place.
Yeah.
But hold up.
Yeah.
This thing almost like went tits up, right?
Big time.
Yeah.
The XCX World fiasco.
Oh my God.
The entire album leaked online.
Can you imagine?
Imagine pouring your heart and soul into something and then some dickhead hacker
throws it all over the internet.
Just throws it all over the internet.
Before you're ready.
Before you're ready. Talk about a kick in the balls. Brutal.
I'd be like...
Yeah. Fucking livid.
Yeah.
So did she just say, like, fuck it and start from scratch?
Exactly. Scrap the whole damn thing. Wow. That takes guts, man.
Yeah.
Shows you how dedicated she is to her art.
Yeah.
This wasn't some, like, throwaway pop record. It was a statement.
Yeah, and the name Charli, it's pretty bold, right?
Totally.
Like, they were toying with best friends.
Best friends.
Before that, which feels just like...
Best friends. It just doesn't have that same punch.
Yeah. Charli's, like, personal.
Yeah, in your face.
Yeah.
It's like she's saying, this is me, bitch. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, and the cover art.
Oh, my God.
That whole, like, futuristic Android vibe.
Genius.
It's just like...
Yeah, genius.
The whole thing screams future pop.
Yeah, it does.
Like she's broadcasting from some cyberpunk dystopia.
Absolutely.
And the critics were, like, eating it up.
They loved it.
They loved it.
Yeah.
Praising the experimental sound.
Yeah.
And those, like, catchy as hell melodies.
Because it's not your typical bubblegum pop, right?
Right.
It's layered complex with like glitchy electronic elements.
Yeah.
And those like distorted vocals.
Oh, yeah.
That make you think she's a robot sent from the future.
Yeah.
To like fuck with our minds.
Okay, so we've got this like
yeah.
super ambitious futuristic sound.
Yeah.
What the hell is she singing about?
Yeah, what is she singing about?
Is it all just like baby, baby and dance all night?
Fuck no. She goes deep, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The lyrics are raw.
Yeah.
Dealing with love loss, anxiety, like all that fucked up shit we all go through.
Yeah, yeah.
But she owns it, you know?
Yeah.
Throws it in your face.
So it's like a therapy session.
Exactly.
Disguised as a pop album.
Yeah.
Sign me the fuck up.
Sign me up, too.
So we've got those bangers, but you mentioned those collabs.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole other thing.
It is. They each add something special to the mix.
Oh, yeah. It's like spices in a gourmet dish.
Yeah.
Like Gone with Christine and the Queens.
Holy shit. That one's a trip.
That track is haunting English and French lyrics.
I know.
Stunning visuals in the video.
It is.
And like the whole thing just screams isolation and longing.
Right.
Yeah.
I get chills every time.
It's like a punch to the gut.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
But in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you got Blame It On Your Love.
Oh, yeah.
With Lizzo.
Lizzo.
A total banger.
Total banger.
That'll make you want to shake your ass.
Oh, yeah.
It was originally on Pop too, right?
It was.
Her mixtape.
Uh-huh.
But they revamped it for Charli.
They did.
Smart move.
Smart move.
That song is infectious.
It is. And the chemistry between them.
Oh, my God.
Electric.
Electric. Two powerhouse women.
Yes.
Owning their sexuality.
Yes.
Their talent.
It's their talent.
And then there's Click with Kim Petras and Tommy Cash.
Wow, yeah.
That one is a goddamn trip.
It is.
It's like hyper pop on crack.
It is hyper pop on crack.
Weird. Catchy as hell.
Catchy as hell.
Wait, they even did a remix with Slay Dailder instead of Tommy Cash?
They did like musical chairs with rappers.
Yeah.
And it proves like Charli isn't afraid to experiment.
Yeah.
And shake things up.
So commercially, the album did pretty damn well.
It did.
Number 14 in the UK.
Uh-huh.
42 in the US.
Not bad for an album this weird.
Not bad at all. So Charli is more than just an album.
It's a statement.
It's a statement.
Yeah.
A big fuck you to the traditional pop mold.
Fuck you.
But let's like break it down.
Okay.
Track by track.
Let's do it.
Because there's a lot to unpack here.
There is.
Let's start with the opening track.
Okay.
Next Level Charli.
Next Level Charli. It's like a mission statement.
Yeah.
All glitchy synths and distorted vocals.
Yeah, she's coming in hot and heavy.
Yeah.
Laying down the law.
Laying down the law.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's basically her saying, this is the new me, bitches. and I'm here to stay.
Yeah, and that little snippet of Minzbrat's Selecta they threw in there.
Oh, yeah.
Genius.
Genius. It shows she's not afraid to pay homage to her influences, even as she's like forging her own path.
Right.
Then there's Cross You Out.
Cross You Out.
With Sky Ferreira.
Oh, yeah.
Dark, moody.
Dark, moody.
Like a goth anthem for the digital age.
Totally. You can feel the angst and the anger, but also this underlying vulnerability.
Yeah.
And Sky Ferreira's vocals.
Haunting.
Haunting, perfect pairing.
Yeah.
They blend so well together.
And speaking of pairings, we got to talk about 1999.
1999.
With Troye Sivan.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pure nostalgia trip.
It is.
A love letter to the late 90s.
Yeah.
It's catchy. It's fun. And the video is like a masterpiece.
Oh, my God. The video.
Of 90s references.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule of everything that was awesome about that era.
Totally.
And then there's Warm with Haim.
Oh, yeah.
That one's chill. Almost psychedelic.
Almost psychedelic.
The harmonies are beautiful.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are all about finding comfort in the midst of chaos.
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah.
After a long day.
After a long day of dealing with bullshit. And thoughts.
Oh, thoughts.
Fuck, that one's a mind fuck.
It's a mind fuck.
It's like listening to a panic attack set to music.
It is.
All glitchy and distorted with those spoken word interludes.
Yeah.
That make you feel like you're losing your grip on reality.
You're losing your mind.
It's unsettling.
Yeah.
But also kind of brilliant.
It is brilliant.
It captures that feeling of being overwhelmed by your own thoughts.
Oh,
something we can all relate to.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's White Mercedes.
White Mercedes.
With those haunting melodies.
Oh, yeah.
And lyrics about longing and desire.
Longing and desire.
It's beautiful.
It is.
But also kind of heartbreaking.
Kind of heartbreaking.
It's like a soundtrack to a doomed love affair.
Yeah.
And Silver Cross.
Silver Cross.
That one's stripped down.
Stripped
down. Raw. Almost painfully honest.
Painfully honest.
You can hear the vulnerability in her voice.
Yeah.
The strength in her lyrics.
Her lyrics. Yeah.
It's a reminder that even when you're at your lowest, there's always hope.
There's always hope.
It's a powerful track.
It is a powerful track.
Okay, let's keep this train rolling. What other gems are hiding on this album?
Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Oh, yeah. I Don't Want to Know is like a middle finger to the past.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about moving on, you know?
Yeah.
Reclaiming your power
Yeah.
after a shitty breakup.
Yeah, it's an anthem for anyone who's ever been screwed over in love.
Absolutely.
Fuck those assholes.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Then you got Official.
Official!
Which is like a total mindfuck.
It's a total mindfuck.
Glitchy, experimental.
Experimental.
And it's all about saying fuck you to societal expectations.
To the man.
Yeah.
To everyone.
There's like a rebellion in sonic form.
It is.
Charli's not here to play by the rules. She's here to break them.
Break them.
And shake it.
Shake it.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, that track is a goddamn riot.
It is a riot.
That's a wild.
Unapologetic.
Unapologetic.
Celebration of self-expression.
Yes.
And sexual liberation.
Yes.
Big Frida cupcake.
Yes.
Brick Candy, Pablo Vittar.
All the queens.
It's like a who's who.
Yeah.
Of the baddest bitches in the game.
The baddest.
All on one track.
I know.
And they absolutely kill it.
They kill it.
It's like a sonic orgy.
A sonic orgy.
With Charli as the ringleader.
Yes.
Talking about girl power.
Girl power.
Then there's February 2017.
February 2017.
With Claro and Yeji.
Oh, yeah.
That one's a total mood.
Total mood.
All dreamy and atmosphere.
Dreamy and atmosphere.
Yeah, it's like a hazy memory of a past relationship full of longing and regret.
And those vocals?
Ethereal.
Ethereal.
They blend together so beautifully.
They do.
It's almost hypnotic.
It's hypnotic.
And then the album closes with 2099.
2099.
Another banger with Troye Sivan.
Another banger.
It's like a futuristic party anthem.
It is.
Full of hope and excitement for what the future holds.
Yeah.
A fitting end to an album that's all about pushing boundaries and embracing the unknown.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about the tracks.
Yeah.
But let's back up a sec.
Okay.
And dig into what makes Charli so damn special.
All right.
The whole XCX world leak. That was a major blow.
It was a major blow.
Just talk about getting your heart ripped out and stomped on.
Oh my God.
I'd be a fucking mess.
I would be a mess.
Totally.
Yeah.
But what's incredible is how she turned that shitstorm into fuel for this album.
She did.
She took that anger, that frustration,
and
channeled it into something powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like she said, fuck you, hackers. I'm going to make something even better.
Exactly.
And she did.
She did.
Charli is a testament to her resilience
and
artistic
Vision.
And we can't forget A.G.
Cook.
A.G. Cook.
Her partner in crime.
Partner in crime.
This guy's a fucking genius.
He's a genius.
The mastermind behind PC Music.
PC Music.
Which, if you haven't heard it,
oh my God.
it's like hyperpop on the steroids.
It is.
Yeah, it's like a sugar rush to the brain.
It is a sugar rush to the brain.
All glitchy and distorted and catchy as hell.
Catchy as hell.
And that PC Music sound is all over Charli.
All over it.
Cook helped shape that futuristic avant-garde pop sound.
Yeah.
That makes this album so unique.
Totally. They're like the Bonnie and Clyde of experimental pop.
I love that.
Yeah.
Pushing each other to new creative heights.
Absolutely.
Now let's get technical for a sec.
Okay.
And talk about the production on this album.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so one thing that stands out is the vocal manipulation.
Oh, yeah, the vocal manipulation.
Charli's voice is like another instrument.
It is.
Twisted and contorted.
Twisted and contorted.
To create these otherworldly sounds.
To create these crazy sounds. Yeah, it's like she's a robot from the future singing about the apocalypse.
Exactly.
And those distorted vocals fit perfectly with the whole cyberpunk aesthetic.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's the contrast.
The contrast.
You've got moments of pure chaos and intensity.
Yes.
Followed by these quiet, introspective moments.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster ride for your ears.
It is a roller coaster.
It keeps you on the edge of your seat.
On the edge of your seat.
Never knowing what's coming next.
Never knowing.
Charli is an album full of surprises. A sonic journey that takes you to unexpected places.
It does take you to unexpected places.
That's not just about the music either.
No, it's not.
The visuals play a huge part in creating this whole immersive experience.
They do.
Yeah, the album art.
The album art.
The music videos, that whole futuristic android look.
Yes.
It's all part of her vision.
Yeah.
She's not just making music.
No.
She's creating a world.
She's creating a whole world.
And it's a world that's both fascinating and disturbing, a reflection of our own increasingly technological society.
It is a reflection of our society, for sure.
Now, it's early to talk legacy.
Yeah.
But Charli is definitely a game changer.
It's a game changer.
It's influenced a whole new generation of pop artists who are now experimenting and pushing boundaries.
Absolutely.
Artists like Billie Eilish, 100 Gex.
100 Gex.
They're all part of this lineage that Charli helped create.
They are part of the lineage.
Totally. She's paved the way for a new era of pop music.
A new era.
One that's more experimental.
More experimental.
More diverse.
More inclusive.
More inclusive.
Now let's see what the critics had to say about this masterpiece.
All right.
Because they were pretty much blown away, right?
They were blown away.
Oh, yeah. They were creaming their pants over this album.
They were creaming their pants.
Okay, so for example, Bethany Davison of The Skinny.
Yeah.
Gave it a 5-star review.
5 stars.
Calling it expansive, liberating, and irresistibly danceable.
High praise. High praise indeed. She basically said, it's Charli's best work yet.
Her best work yet.
Wow. Valerie McGann from Clash.
Yeah.
Gave it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Saying it allows her penchant for unconventional songwriting and her ear for an exciting melody to work in concert, creating a project better than most anything she's done in the past.
Better than anything she's done in the past.
Okay, so maybe a few thought it was a bit too much.
Yeah.
Too many collabs.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
But hey, more is more, right?
More is more.
And Hannah Mulrea of NME summed it up perfectly. Bold, brash, and brilliant. This is Charli XCX at her most genuine. And it's dazzling.
That's it right there.
I love that bold, brash, and brilliant.
That's Charli.
It's Charli in a nutshell. And Neil McCormick of The Telegraph
Yeah.
said something really interesting. He said, come the century's end, you can almost imagine future critics scratching their AI-augmented brains and still touting Charli XCX as the next big thing.
Whoa.
He's basically saying she's ahead of her time.
Ahead of her time.
That her music will still be relevant decades from now.
Decades from now.
I think he's right. Charli feels timeless.
It does.
Like it could have been released yesterday or 20 years from now.
Oh, it's a classic.
It's a testament to her artistry.
It is.
Her ability to create music that transcends trends and genres.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, not everyone was in love with the album.
Right.
There were a few haters out there.
There's always haters.
As there always are with anything that challenges the status quo.
Always.
Yeah, you can't please everyone.
You can't please everyone.
Some people are just too stuck in their ways.
Stuck in their ways.
To appreciate something new and different.
Too close-minded.
Mick Jacobs from Pop Matters.
Yeah.
Gave it a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Saying it didn't quite capture her true artistic vision.
Interesting.
Yeah, some felt like it was maybe a little too commercial.
Too commercial.
That she compromised her artistic integrity for mainstream appeal.
Selling out.
But even he admitted that Silver Cross was a standout track.
He had to admit it.
So even the haters had to acknowledge her talent.
Yeah, they did.
And Rachel Arosty from Q felt like Charli's voice was overshadowed by the production and the collabs.
Interesting point.
Interesting point. Some people love her unique vocal style.
Yeah.
While others find it a bit grating.
A little grating.
It's all subjective, I guess.
It's subjective.
But even the negative reviews prove that Charli is an album that sparked debate and conversation.
It did.
It's not some mindless pop fluff that you just consume and forget about.
No.
It makes you think.
It makes you think.
It challenges your perceptions.
It challenges your perceptions.
Exactly. Now, commercially, Charli didn't break any records.
Right.
But it did pretty damn well.
It did.
It debuted at number 14 in the UK and 42 in the US.
Not bad.
Not bad for an album that's this experimental and weird.
It's pretty weird.
It shows that there's a real appetite for this kind of music.
There is an appetite.
That pop doesn't have to be all bubblegum and cliches.
It doesn't.
Exactly. And that commercial success gives Charli the freedom to keep pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
To keep making the music she wants to make without having to compromise her vision.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's what it's all about.
Artistic freedom.
Artistic freedom.
Now, we've talked about the critics.
Yeah.
The commercial success.
Uh-huh.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
But what about the impact of Charli on the larger cultural landscape?
That's a good question.
Charli is more than just an album.
It's more than an album.
It's a cultural touchstone.
A touchstone.
A reflection of our times.
It is a reflection.
It captures that anxiety, that uncertainty that we're all feeling as we navigate this increasingly digital world.
That digital world, man.
It's like a soundtrack to the 21st century.
The 21st century.
With all its technological advancements.
Yeah.
And social upheavals.
The upheavals.
And it's a reminder that even in the midst of all the chaos and confusion, there's still beauty to be found. There's still hope. There's hope.
There's still a desire to connect with each other on a human level.
Yeah.
And to dance our asses off, of course.
Of course. And of course.
So what do you think is Charli a masterpiece?
I think it's pretty fucking close.
It's close.
It's a bold,
ambitious,
and ultimately triumphant album.
Triumphant.
That solidifies Charli XCX as one of the most important pop artists of our generation.
That couldn't agree more.
Now let's get into some of the deeper themes that Charli explores on this album.
Okay.
Because it's not all just surface-level pop bangers.
Right.
There's a lot going on beneath the surface.
There is a lot going on.
Yeah, she's not afraid to get personal to talk about the shit that most pop stars wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole.
No, she's not afraid.
Right, like the whole album is infused with this sense of anxiety, this fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Which I think is something we can all relate to in these uncertain times.
We can all relate.
Totally. It's like she's tapping into the collective unconscious.
The collective unconscious.
Giving voice to our deepest fears and desires.
Deepest fears and desires.
And she's doing it in a way that's both vulnerable and empowering.
Vulnerable and empowering.
She's not afraid to show her flaws.
No.
To admit that she's scared.
Uh-huh.
But she's also not letting fear control her.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like she's saying, yeah, the world's a fucked up place, but we're going to dance our way through it.
We're going to dance our way through it.
Exactly. And she's not doing it alone.
No.
The collabs on this album are a testament to the power of community.
Community.
Of finding strength in each other.
Strength in each other.
It's like a support group for badass bitches who are ready to take on the world.
Badass bitches taking on the world.
Now let's talk about technology for a second.
Okay, technology.
Because Charli is obsessed with it, right?
Really obsessed.
The whole album is infused with this futuristic cyberpunk aesthetic.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are full of references to AI, social media, and the blurring of lines between the real and the virtual.
That blurring of lines.
And like she's trying to make sense of this rapidly evolving world.
Yeah.
To figure out where we fit in as humans in this increasingly digital landscape.
That digital landscape.
And she's not afraid to ask the tough questions about the ethical implications of technology.
She's not.
About what it means to be human in a world that's increasingly dominated by machines.
Dominated by machines.
It's heady stuff, man.
Heady stuff.
But it's also incredibly relevant to our lives.
It is relevant.
Especially as technology continues to advance at an alarming rate.
At an alarming rate.
Charli is a wake-up call.
A wake-up call.
A challenge to us all to think critically about the role that technology plays in our lives.
Yeah.
And to make sure that we're using it for good, not for evil.
For good, not for evil.
It's like a cautionary tale wrapped in a pop banger.
A cautionary tale.
Right.
Yeah.
It's saying, enjoy the ride, but don't forget to buckle up.
Don't forget to buckle up.
Wise words. Now let's talk about another major theme on this album. Female empowerment.
Female empowerment.
Charli is a celebration of female power.
It is.
Both individually and collectively.
Individually and collectively.
It's an album that says, we're here, we're loud, and we're not going anywhere.
We're not here to stay.
Damn right. And she's not just talking the talk.
Yeah.
She's walking the walk.
She's walking the walk.
The album is full of collaborations with other badass women who are killing it in their own right.
So many badass women.
It's a testament to the power of women supporting each other.
Supporting each other.
Of lifting each other up.
Lifting each other up.
And it's a big fuck you to the patriarchy.
Knock the patriarchy.
Which has tried to pit women against each other for centuries.
Centuries.
Charli is a rejection of that bullshit.
A rejection of the bullshit.
It's a celebration of sisterhood, of solidarity.
Sisterhood solidarity.
And it's fucking inspiring.
It's inspiring.
Totally. Now, one last thing I want to touch on is the album's overall message of hope.
Hope.
Because despite all the darkness and anxiety,
sure,
Charli is ultimately an optimistic album.
It is optimistic.
Yeah, it's like she's saying, the world's a fucked up place, but we're going to be okay. We're going to find a way to make it through.
We'll make it through.
Exactly. And she's inviting us to join her on that journey.
Join the journey.
To dance our asses off and celebrate life.
Yeah.
Even in the face of adversity.
Even in the face of adversity.
Because that's what it's all about, man.
That's what it's all about.
Finding joy in the midst of chaos.
I mean, the joy.
Absolutely. Now, let's wrap this up with a few final thoughts on Charli and its legacy.
Okay.
Because this is an album that's going to be talked about for years to come.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's already cemented its place as a modern classic, a turning point in pop music history.
A turning point.
Charli is a reminder that pop music can be smart.
Smart.
Challenging.
It's challenging.
Thought-provoking.
Thought-provoking.
It's an album that pushes boundaries. Breaks down barriers. And inspires us to be our most authentic selves.
Our authentic selves.
And it's a testament to the power of human creativity and innovation.
Creativity and innovation.
Charli's is a fucking masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
Okay, so we've unpacked the themes, the impact, the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
But what about the woman behind the music?
Oh, yeah.
What makes Charli XCX tick?
She's a goddamn enigma, man.
Yeah.
A walking contradiction. Yeah. You know, she's got this bubblegum pop image.
Yeah.
But her music is dark, edgy, experimental.
Yeah.
It's like a punk rocker trapped in a pop star's body.
Totally. And she's not afraid to piss people off.
No, she's not.
She's always pushing buttons, challenging conventions.
Always.
It's what makes her so damn interesting.
It's what makes her Charli.
Yeah, totally. She didn't give a fuck about what people think.
No, she doesn't.
She's going to do her own thing.
Her own thing.
Whether you like it or not.
Take it or leave it.
And that's what makes her so influential.
So influential.
She's a role model for anyone who feels like they don't fit in.
Yeah.
Who wants to break free from the mold.
Break the mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's showing us that it's okay to be weird, to be different, to be yourself.
Be yourself.
And that's a powerful message.
It is a powerful message.
Especially in today's world where everyone's trying to be like everyone else.
Trying to fit in.
So Charli is more than just an album. It's a manifesto for the weirdos and the outcasts.
A manifesto for the weirdos.
It's a celebration of individuality, of nonconformity.
Yeah.
It's saying, fuck the system, be yourself.
Fuck the system.
And that's a message that resonates with a lot of people.
It does.
Especially young people who are still trying to figure out who they are.
Absolutely.
Charli is giving them permission to be themselves, to embrace their quirks and their flaws.
Embrace those flaws.
It's saying, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you.
You just have to be you.
And that's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Now let's talk about her legacy, because this album is going to have a lasting impact on pop music.
Oh, it will.
There's no doubt about it.
It's a game changer.
Charli's a game changer.
Yeah.
It's already influencing a whole new generation of pop artists who are experimenting with sound and style. You're pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Pushing the boundaries.
And you can hear its influence in the music of Billie Eilish, Rina Sawayama, 100 Gex.
100 Gals.
All these artists who are making weird, wonderful, genre-bending pop music.
Weird, wonderful pop music.
And it's all thanks to Charli XCX for paving the way, for showing us that pop music can be so much more than just catchy hooks and sugary melodies.
It can be.
It can be dark, it can be edgy, it can be experimental, it can be fucking weird.
It can be all of those things.
And that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Because the world needs more weirdness.
More weirdness.
We need more artists who aren't afraid to take risks, to challenge conventions, to make us think and feel in new ways.
To shake things up.
Charli's a reminder that pop music can be art.
It can be art.
It can be subversive.
Subversive.
It can be revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
It's an album that's going to be studied and dissected for years to come.
It will be studied.
And it's going to continue to inspire and influence generations of artists and music lovers.
Absolutely.
So if you haven't listened to Charli yet,
yeah,
what the fuck are you waiting for?
Seriously.
Do yourself a favor and check it out.
Check it out.
It's a mind-blowing experience.
It's mind-blowing.
And that's it for our deep dive into Charli XCX's Charli.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Keep it weird, folks.
Peace out.